Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike, 19. 1984. I'm letting you know. 1985. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Check three. Joker. Check. Switch. Hey, watch that. Line him up. Check.
And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the pass. Kill. No. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Haskins will throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And some room to work. 31 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down, Johnson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. 15 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Check.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. That's caught. It's Coleman. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Hot. You go tight. You got tight. Hey, he finds the mic. So we got man.
Watson. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Watch QB draw. Check 54. Whip. Watch the whip. 9. Slow.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Shit. Check 4. Check nickel. Check motion.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Back's mine, back's mine.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 19 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the toss, here's Johnson. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On first down, it's Mack. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Washington. Marlon Mack, 58 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Coleman, and some space here. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Philly. Give him 53 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Put the boys down, he's coming. Put the boys down, he's coming. Rush in. Jim.
A good pickup there at 22.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Big air. 24.
Check 25. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Mike, 55.
Here's Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Strip the ball. Strip the ball.
Second down, Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
I can't believe they even let you play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th down. Haskins. And a quick throw here that's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He completes this one to Mack. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 21 yards away. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, 31!
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got room. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go.
21 yards. That's good for the Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check.
Coleman now.
Watch quick.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a...
It got his man complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the night. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 3, check 3. 54. Check.
This is Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Right back to him on first down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Switch. Go. 57's behind him.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Third and 3.
Set. Play take. You remember now. Let's go, baby. Check safety. 36. Check three. Check. Crunch. At 59. Watch the shit. Motion.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. It's Watson. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Check 37.
Hey, switch gears.
Now a give right side, Coleman. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Stop here, D. Under 10. 10.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go. 36.
Mike 57. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
59. Mike 57.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
19. 57. Come on. Hey, 59. Here we go.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Watch out. No. Off. 26. Double up.
It's Coleman here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Watch 57. Watch the slant. Legs 57, 57's right. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Now Watson. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
51-yard gain. First down, Washington.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Right there.
On second down, it's Mack. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
He's checking. Crash. Check 99.
Third down, here's Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they got it.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kevin Coleman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Watch the eye. Shit.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
4th down, here's Haskins. He's got Evans. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Check nickel.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Alert 3. 51, Mike 51. That QB's hurt. Let's go. 51, Mike 51.
Throwing now is Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
51. Watch the curl. No. 51, Mike 51.
Now it's Haskins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
51. Watch the run. They're running it. 51. Come on.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First down, Washington.
Haskins now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Here we go with Haskins. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Von Bell. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now with Juszczyk. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Switch it. Check. Lucky. Back.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Alert. Rush in. 924. Hatchet. Check.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Pulled in at the 24. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Haskins to throw. He's got Fuller. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.